Hi, Dr. Ruth Anderson here. I am thrilled to be here with Mark Bianchi and Deb Goldberg, bringing to you a new show for Enlightened World Network and EWN Enlightened Living. Mark is going to be bringing to us a show called Mindfulness. But before we get started with Mark, Deb, one of our very favorite EWN hosts, I would love for you to introduce Mark to us.
Oh, well, thank you. I had the pleasure of spending some time with Mark yesterday and getting to know him a little bit more. And he is a former banking professional of 25 years for a Fortune 100 company. And he really brings a vast array of life experience to the world of financial and life coaching. We talked about so many things of areas that he's an expert in, actually, and I'm so excited for him to tell you all the different things that he has in mind of what he wants to bring for this show to you and helpful tips.
Thank you. That's great. And if Mark is looking just a little familiar to you, it's because he has been with us here on EWN. He is the husband of Mark Painley, and Mark brings to us Spirit Focus. And sometimes we get to see Mark, coming in across, across the room while Robert is speaking. And he's also been a guest host on Spirit Focus twice that I know of. So, Mark, we are so excited to have you stepping into having your very own show with us here at Enlightened World Network. Tell us about mindfulness. And we didn't spell it wrong. It's got $3 signs at the end
On
for a
purpose.
reason, on purpose. So tell us about mindfulness.
Well, thank you, first of all, Ruth and Deb, for that lovely introduction. My name is Mark Bianchi, and yes, the name of my series here will be called Mindfulness with $3 signs. And it occurred to me and Ruth and Deb through several discussions that, mindfulness about money and money matters and how they relate to our life is a great topic for the Enlightened World Network, Enlightened Living channels, because it's one of the biggest stressors in our life. It's one of those things that can really counteract our sense of peace of mind or security or stability, all those things that we are seeking through things like meditation, or maybe we take an occasional Xanax once in a while to calm us down a little bit, but let's drill back a little bit and let's look at what is driving us maybe to those to seek those solutions, and what's happening in our lives. And that's what my show is going to be about.
So, one of the things I love about Mark is right in that sandwich generation age where we've got the concerns about the parents. And I know that you have been a part-time caregiver for your mother.
I have, and that's a tough balancing act, and I know that I'm not alone in that balancing act. You're my age, and you're still having to deal with your adult or young adult children's issues, and you're now dealing with the reversal of the aging process happening with your aging parents, because they become more and more dependent on our help very often as they age. And there's a whole slew of concerns and responsibilities and issues that brings into the picture. So that's definitely going to be one of the topics that I would love to discuss and have guests on to talk about with as well, because it's a very prevalent topic in American society. A lot of us are in that sandwiched area, like you put it.
Right. And I know you have plans for bringing Deb Goldberg onto your show on occasion. What is the thinking of pairing the two of you for this show?
Well, what I love about Deb, and what I think in Deb's philosophies that work so well with what I'm trying to accomplish, is she brings that therapy angle, and not only that therapy angle, but that divine therapy angle, which is to say, and it's very pertinent to our money matters in our life and our security and our stability, is that we should manage the details. We should be concerned with our day-to-day and how everything that we do is affecting our planning and our security and our stability, but we should also be mindful, the title, about our the effect that this all has on the bigger picture and how we're connected, and that life purpose, how that fits into that planning and all those stages of bringing it all together. So, you know, like it's not a mutually exclusive thing. You want to be cognizant of being happy and making yourself a more whole person and increasing your consciousness level, while also realizing that, you know, we do live in the real world and we do have bills and we do have those day-to-day responsibilities. And so what I hope to accomplish with my show is to help people deal with those struggles of maybe being too much on that pendulum one way or too much the other way, but trying to strike that balance where you are cognizant of planning for the future. You're thinking about your stability, your security, and how your financial choices that you make will affect that. But by the same token, also being cognizant of your bigger plan, your bigger purpose, why you're here. And I don't think the two are mutually exclusive. I think that that's a myth, that they are. And I think you can be both.
I love that. I want all of you to fall in love with Mark in the same way that we have fallen in love with Mark. He is such a rich, warm addition to Enlightened World Network, and we're so excited about this new show. So with that, the new show is coming up. Mindfulness is starting on July 29th. It will be at 12 o'clock noon Eastern time, and it's going to be every other Wednesday. You can always find it archived on Enlightened World Network on YouTube. And we're just so excited to bring this to you all. So with that, we're going to say goodbye, and we will see you all Wednesday, the 29th at noon Eastern time. Thanks, Deb. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Deb.